Danganronpa.
I tried.
Come
I
on.
swear I tried to control it, but
Okay, now I feel kind of bad for her.
Useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
And yet, you were basically dripping for him.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
We do mean. Toko's body suddenly lurched backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom. But in the next second... Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
I'm sorry. I actually like Genocide Jack. Or... Yeah.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What's up with Genocide? What's up with... I never understood. Why is it Jack? Maybe people just didn't understand what it was, but like, Jill? Where did the Jill come from? Is this a translation thing? What is this?
What is this?
I don't know.
What happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
I hate this girl so much. But she's a lot more interesting than Toko, I'll say that.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Oh, that was funny. I have no idea why they're saying this one is so different from the one we've come to know. Find out next time on... I don't know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
Well, I guess that's what she was talking about
Behind
before.
every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
I never actually made that distinction before. This is the murderous fiend? Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question? What's up?
Some of us think that you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
Jack and Jill, you know, that's like the nursery rhyme. Jack and Jill, but like, I guess that would make sense, but like if Toko's name was actually Jack, then that would make some cool sense. Jack and Jill, Jekyll and Hyde, Banner and Hulk, you know, so I understand. But like, what?
Just kidding!
Then
Unless
it's not true?
Unless Genocide Jill has another personality inside of a personality that's already a personality, or an alternate personality.
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
You didn't need to mention that part. What do you mean she was buck wild? Doesn't buck wild mean naked?
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Well, damn.
Just kidding again!
You know, chat, that provides some pretty dark commentary on the will to survive. I hope you get it. I actually just said something really fire just now. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of crazy. Jack the Ripper. So I guess it's a gender bent of him. That's why she uses Jill instead. I guess. You know. I guess.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for
Whoa,
Chihiro's death.
bro. We haven't went over all the evidence in the case.
There's clearly a motive, so there should
This
be
is
no
obviously
doubt.
a cop-out. This is literally what I was thinking of when I was first playing the game, I think.
A motive? Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Maybe I missed it, but didn't the news come up with the killer name? I don't think so. Because if you look at the... I'm not sure. I think that's all we knew. This is like, literally, it doesn't say anything. Like, the Monokuma file that we got, I don't think it said anything about Genocide Jack or Jill or whatever.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Calm down, baby. I think she might have a point. Yo, you know what? This is really, really bad. Yo, I'm not even doing this ironically anymore. But like, I'm really coming to realize like why I love Tina. Like, I really do. Oh no, guys, I'm reclaiming feelings again. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something still bothered me. What she said. I need to get some more details about all of this. Oh, I love Heat Up. Oh, I love Heat Up. Oh, I love Heat Up.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Why did you do that? That was a misclick. That was a misclick. Shoot. All right, I'm sorry. That was kind of nasty.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that.
Okay,
but
but
do
I'm
you really
listening.
expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
Oh. Wait, hold up.
Give it up. You killed her.
Nah, because
Sorry, but
there's
I
a crazy thing that we're just forgetting about, apparently.
When you compare your past murders to the modus operandi matches completely.
Wait, guys, wait. Chihiro was a girl. Ooh! I'm just saying, like, that's like the biggest thing that you can actually take away from this.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
They did, but maybe they got inspired from Jack the Ripper. You know, it's really crazy. I didn't know about Jack the Ripper until like last year. I am not informed. Like, I don't even understand like why I was put on this earth when I don't know anything. Like, I really don't. Cam, the emotion having Cam. Stop it. Sorry. That was stupid. But no, let me
I
stop.
think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
You have to be so loud.
I murder with passion and conviction.
And plus, she doesn't use scissors. Oh, well, she does use scissors, but that was used by rope.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
What?
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. The victim's fatal injury.
I got it!
There's a blunt to the head.
The cause of death
Blunt
is
force to the head. To the head.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Oh yeah, by the way, for anyone watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like this stream because it's good for the kids or something. No idea, I don't know. But just please like the stream; it would really help me out. I completely forgot to mention
died
that.
from a blow to the head,
I
right?
always forget to mention that.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
Very true, actually.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini,
What?
then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
What is tortellini?
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying
What
the
is
other difference
tortellini?
has to do with how the body was arranged?
Edward Scissorhands. That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. What was used as suspender?
I got it!
Which, you know, in this case, it
Do
wasn't
you
scissors.
remember what the killer
Crazy
used to
that she used to
suspend
do
her?
that. She used to literally suspend people with scissors. Oh, God. I keep thinking about that 32-year-old that you saw in like the thing. That guy looks so. Man, pause all on this, but like that guy looks so adorable. He had like rosy cheeks and everything, and he was killed by Genocide Jill. That was so sad. Like that guy didn't deserve that. That guy looked like he was high on life or something.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Really cool looking
And
scissors.
guess
like that.
what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Seriously, like this whole entire thing, like literally, Byakuya was trying to get this whole case wrapped up in like 2 seconds, not knowing that literally there was this big discrepancy. Like, how smart do you think you really are?
Like I said,
Makes no sense.
I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Did you really just call him Big Mac?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Oh, I used to love Big Macs back in 2010, sonny.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's
Oh my gosh, you
actually
said it
one
again.
more difference.
I haven't had a Big Mac in so long. I think I haven't had a Big Mac in like a year, maybe even more than that. That's because McDonald's isn't that good anymore.
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
I think we already know. It's
Pattern.
boys,
Figure
baby.
that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
That's crazy. Sponsored by Mickey D's. Mickey D's, baby. Finally get to have the thing I've always wanted. Big Macs. What was I gonna say? Yeah, she said loli. I don't know. I guess that was a joke. Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Because Chihiro was her lover. Chihiro's a girl.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Ding ding ding.
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
No way, Jose. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku's 23. Kanoise, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gano, Uchida Nohia, Naoya. Now that one right there I hate. Naohia, Takeshi Masume, Yuto Yamajima. There was no Yumejima. There was no end to it. Sorry.
They were all
it's actually kind of it's weird. It's really weird, but like if I saw their names in Japanese, at least if it was in hiragana, then I would have been able to pronounce that better.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Oh god.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Yo, you know what? Little what? Yeah, you heard it right. This was a different time. Also, I remember there was like a girl. Oh my god, this actually kind of doesn't make sense. There was a girl I used to know in like late middle school, early high school, and she I remember she was cool, but I do remember she used to read like she kind of reminds me of Toko because she used to read like fan fiction. And I remember one time in high school, she showed me like she was reading like erotic fan fiction, which I don't blame you. Like if you read that type of stuff, I get it. You know, it's perfect. I think it's perfectly fine. I think it's actually perfectly normal. So I'll validate you for that. But she was reading that in the back of the class, and she also had glasses, and she kind of reminded me of Toko. So I'm not gonna lie. I think I kind of knew a Toko in real life. I don't know. She had like a murderous fiend personality, but I just thought about that.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
Jack and Jill went down the hill and then got ambushed by Batman. By Batman, of all people.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
It's like the cute things. You want to smush them until they pop. Hers is extreme. Oh, yeah, you're right. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, why do we want to smush, like, cute things? Like, why do we want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy.
We get it, okay? We get it. The way he said it.
It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly cur!
What's a lolly cur?
Lowly cur?
What's a cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
I mean, duh. Like, seriously, that's the biggest thing about this.
That does make some amount of sense.
Yes! What do you mean does this make a... Some? No. It's like, come on.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
She likes yaoi. Yaoi. I'm not a fan of it. I think the other girl I was talking about that she did like it too. Like, yeah, again, like what you like, you know. I don't really care. But yeah, it's definitely she's into that type of stuff.
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
What? Oh, damn. Whoa, why is that kind of badass?
She's fully equipped. That's right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Yo, guys, I'm looking really forward to playing Ultra Despair Girls again. I really am, because I only played the first chapter of that game. But when we get to that, after we play Danganronpa 2, I feel like I'm going to have a lot of fun with that game. I feel like I'm about to have a whole bunch of fun with Danganronpa. What's that game called? I'm going to have a whole lot of fun with another episode, Ultra Despair Girls. And for the people who already know about Danganronpa, I'm pretty sure you already know why. But again, I haven't played past okay, first of all, again, like I said before, right? As I've said, okay, so let me actually give the rundown real quick, because I just want to give. Actually, I want to write a time code down, real quick. I as much as I love Danganronpa, right? I have not played the whole entire series or anything substantial for this franchise in about like 5 years, right? So, or now like about to be 6, to be honest. Dang. So I originally played Danganronpa 1 like a good couple of times, right? But I only played through the entire game, I think about twice, right? And the last time I did that was back in 2020. At least the first game, right? The second game, I have only played through Danganronpa 2 one time, and that was all the way back in 2019. That game I am really looking forward to, because that is one of my favorite games of all time. Not just my favorite Danganronpa game, but that's one of my favorite games of all time. I think it's a really big game in terms of being the game that really kind of made me the person I am today. Also, Ibuki's in it, and that's her debut. And I have played Ultra Despair Girls, but I only played one chapter of it because I got bored. I don't think I got bored. Maybe there was a reason for that, but I just decided to go play something else. And V3, I played back in 2020. So I played Danganronpa 1 in 2018, Danganronpa 2 in 2019, and Danganronpa V3 in 2020. And I don't know why I was taking like a whole year to play the games, which is not going to be the case for this, because like for these streams, I think every other stream I will probably stream Danganronpa. So whatever. The point is that for V3, I played all the way up from chapter 1, and I played it up until the end of chapter 4. When chapter 5 started, I completely dropped Danganronpa V3. And I will be honest with you guys, I'm not really looking forward to Danganronpa V3, because I remember I didn't really like that game as much, honestly. And it's really not that good. I love Danganronpa 1 with all my heart. I love Danganronpa 2 even more, even though I've only played it once, which is why I'm really excited to get back to that game. And Danganronpa V3, I have some history with, and Ultra Despair Girls, I have never even played past the first chapter. But for this game, I have played Danganronpa 1, but I haven't played past chapter 2 in such a long time. Like, I've never played past I haven't played chapters 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Danganronpa 1 in probably about, since like 2020, right? So that's honestly the whole backstory you probably need to know about my experience with the Danganronpa series. So this really is like a retread of everything, but I really don't remember everything that happens in chapters 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Or at least in Danganronpa 1. I really don't remember that much of Danganronpa 2, V3. So if I react the way that I do later on, that is your asterisk. This is the reason why. But I just wanted to make it clear on why, or where my stance of the Danganronpa series is. This is kind of the 15th anniversary. I know I am a little bit late to this, but I had a lot of stuff going on last year. I barely just made this PC, so I had a whole bunch of stuff going on, and it wasn't really the time for that. But also, I'm trying to make the review and all this other stuff. But this is Danganronpa. I love Danganronpa with all my heart and all this other stuff. I am so talkative. Like, I really just went off the deep end just there. My man Nagito is in it. Now, I remember Nagito. I used to hate Nagito, and then I stopped hating him, and I considered him one of my favorite characters. And I want to know why. What happened there? Haven't seen. Oh man, remember half remembering the case makes it tricky to comment sometimes. That's all good, man. We're just chilling. We're reminiscing about Danganronpa. Haven't seen Ultra Despair Girls gameplay since 2018 or so, but wow, it's a game. People say, wow, yeah, it's a game. Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, guys. Yeah. Guys, I seriously have never seen that scene that people apparently have talked about. Like, I'm just going to be real with you guys. There's a scene apparently in that game that people do not like. I have never seen it. I don't know if I want to see it, but oh god, I'm really scared for that game now. What happens in Ultra Despair Girls, man? But again, like I said, I just wanted to give my little backstory. So remember, as always, to like the stream, because we're in this for the long haul, guys. Kill me.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal. And
You know this scene, though? Why? I don't know what it is, guys. Actually, hold on. There is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Well, the person who knew about it, which was this bitch.
Here's my answer.
Looks so surprised.
Byakuya, it's possible
Byakuya.
you could have found out.
Why do you say it like that?
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Oh yeah, bro. Still silent, okay.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was...
Yo, you know what? Has Byakuya just been kind of like rage baiting? Like he gotta be kind of considered rage baiting this entire time, actually.
Because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The indomitable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Monokuma, she's gooning in the courtroom. You gotta execute her now.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
I do have an answer for that.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Bro is just playing with everyone's heads right now. In the locker rooms, they're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right?
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Again, I hate people who do that. Do not assume what I'm going to say before I say it. That makes me so mad. Unironically, I hate people who do that. Also, I'm sorry that I'm doing this over and over. I can't stop. Can you actually see me doing that? Let me see. I'm just like messing with this pen. You guys can't really see that. I'm just keep messing with this pen, guys. I have ADHD. I'm so unique. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm just messing with this. Please don't blame me. I like doing stuff with my hands while I'm doing stuff.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Great. Take Tagami's block off. Yes, please, for the love of God.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. Absolutely beautiful. Next, we're going to add something called a true flashback. If you aim at a weak point and hold down the left mouse button... Oh, no, I hated this. Oh, my God. Then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from the truth cylinder. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have an answer or to a lie or to a contradiction in your eluded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. I hate this one because this one always just made me so confused. So let me see if I'm actually smarter than what I used to be. Monokuma file number 2 has nothing to do with this. We are not using that truth bullet. I don't even know that's there.
You said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Let's
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
What the fuck? Hearing Miyake's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a contradiction. There's a clear contradiction there. I need to make that contradiction clear.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Well,
But he was acting weird.
how'd you know that Chihiro was... How did you know that Chihiro...
The girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it.
How'd you know it was Chihiro and all that stuff before we even found the body? No, that's wrong. Let's go, baby. Some people are just easily readable.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
I know IC doesn't always just translate to SoCal, but let's just say it does right now.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Miyagi's attitude? Bitch, I will curb stomp you right now. Anyway, it's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you?
Alright, this guy's attitude, man. I seriously cannot stand this guy.
There is.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Now, you know you can't understand Kyoko's thoughts. You can't speak what she's thinking. Shut up. We don't even know what ultimate she is yet. The difference between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Miyake is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? What could it be? Wait, what? Hold on. Library investment? You have to remember you just like obviously I think I know what it is. It's the library investment.
You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Yeah, right.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
What you have? No, that's wrong! You have. You saw it a lot, dude. You were using it a lot. Don't tell the lies.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
I love when that music goes
and there's
with
no
this,
way
with
someone
the
who uses
dialogue.
that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the
doing it
girls' locker
again.
room. then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
I didn't even say all that. Can you shut the fuck up? He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. It's as if he's not even involved. I mean, honestly, dude, that's not a real good indication on something being completely... Like, I know there's something obviously wrong, but... That's not... If he was the killer and he was acting like this, that would not be a good way to say that, like, he's definitively not the killer, right? Because he could still be the killer, but he's just super calm about it. Some people are good at masking and stuff like that. You gotta think about that.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
I cannot stand people like him. Yes, exactly.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya is the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing. Wait, what? What? Hold on, I don't disagree with not disagreeing. So you're saying you don't agree. You're saying that you do not agree with not disagreeing. So you're basically saying you disagree in that you're saying that you don't disagree, but you don't disagree with people who are also not disagreeing. With not disagreeing. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I agree with agreeing. I feel like that just gave me a stroke. What just happened?
You're calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
You seem like you're getting bothered just because I'm getting closer to what the heck you're doing. Like, what are you doing? Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Byakuya's remark just now. There's something in there that concerns me. What? Oh, shite. I actually don't know.
I got
the scene of the crime. I honestly just completely...
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Oh, yeah.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Why do you feel like you're getting frustrated about this information?
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then killed along with the rest of the murder scene.
Okay, I skipped that by accident.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? Yeah, you didn't think about me saying that, did you? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. I need to focus on those things that got switched. The posters.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
And the freaking coffee stain, but yeah.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Why do you say it like that? At first it was big-breasted supermodel, now it's big-boobed.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I don't see freaking Ruben calling it big-titted supermodel.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Well, you know what they say, if it swings, it... Let me stop.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Take my pick down. I hate his condescending tone. That's what I'm saying. I moved to Twitch. Oh, Nightmare, you moved to Twitch. VijaKam ultimate rage baiter at this point. Exactly, just a freaking whole entire rage baiter. What the freak is wrong with him? Just I love this game.
Again,
it brings out the best in
people.
people.
To belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
You drink protein coffee. That's crazy. I do a protein shake, protein water, like mix in water with protein and whatever else. But protein coffee, I don't even like coffee. I've never liked coffee. And I know I'm an adult now, but I still don't like coffee.
Protein coffee?
While I was
know,
in
it's
the girls'
nasty.
locker room earlier,
It's a nasty
I
concept.
spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. I mean, yeah.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the
I
boys'
can't
locker
believe
room carpet.
this person voices Nero
That's
from Devil May
definitely
Cry.
the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
I'm the only person I know that doesn't drink coffee. I know, like, I'm not ragging on anyone for that, but like, man, like, there's no, what do you call that thing? There's no, like, flavor. It's just, like, bitter and nasty. It's like another reason why I don't like drinking alcohol or anything like that. Like, I do not like drinking alcohol, like, at all. I hate alcohol. Anything. And I can do that, you know, but like, someone, like, people say, oh, well, you should just mix it with juice. Someone tried that for me, and I didn't like it. I thought it was nasty still. And as an athlete, I just can't drink it. So I just don't, I don't even, maybe coffee would be okay, but again, I still don't drink coffee. Unless you gave me a good reason why I should drink coffee for like health or something, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that at all. I think an ad just ran on Twitch. I don't know.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other.
I think
it's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question.
This is
If
actually
the
a
murder
good question,
did
actually.
take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Guys, is it me or is it hard to kind of hear the voices over the music?
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Or is that just me?
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what
Sometimes,
it
or at
was.
least Celeste. I don't know.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten to the boys' locker room somehow? Oh. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was so nasty. That was nasty as heck. Okay.
Is it really possible?
Wait, hold on. What do we got?
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Hacked?
She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could have gone into the... She could get into the boys' locker room. But that's if she was able to use it.
Is it really?
Oh, let's actually look at this one first. Wait, what do you have again? Chihiro. Broken e-handbook. The broken one. There's unlikely that it's broken. Maybe this is Chihiro.
Really have gotten into the boys' locker room?
So I think I know what you're about.
She must have hacked. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have.
No, I don't. She used the thing that. Huh? I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. She had that. She could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Is it really
Actually, I'm kind of
possible?
confused.
Chihiro really...
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Ooh. I just really did that. I thought I was doing wrong. I was doing it.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have.
No, I don't. She used the thing. Huh? What? I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
それは違うよ. It sounds like that to me too.
I
Yeah,
don't think Chihiro used Leon's
I'll look
handbook.
into that because I'm actually really confused about that myself.
Why not?
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
I'm not gonna lie. I've always played this game with like the default volume sounds. So, like that's why I'm like really questioning if I should lower the audio for what we're trying to say, if I should lower the volume for the music versus the voices, because some people's voice lines aren't really that loud enough, but the music is so intense and I love it, and it doesn't draw out the characters that much. But I don't know, I just thought about that just now. I don't know.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
I am never wrong.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I...
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
I did that by accident, but I like the idea of just talking, just interrupting her. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it. Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial?
Oh, God.
I'd like you all to come see something.
Oh, Lord.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
What does recess even mean? I love recess, but what does that mean? So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. I still don't have the voices. This part's so weird because it kind of goes back to normal game. But yeah, we headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... This is so crazy.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Missy, bro?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way!
Oh, man.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just
based
on religious grounds, you know?
This is based on religious grounds, this guy says, bro.
Very well. I'll do it.
That's my girl, Sakura, but also what?
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Just let one of the boys do it, because always the guys have to do the things that the girls just won't do. You know, this is not a ladylike thing. Just, oh my god. Okay, I overreacted there. I will be honest.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
I mean, I love Yuri, but like,
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands in a brief prayer, I love the respect there. Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Yuri mentioned crazy. Whoa, that could... What?
Her entire body? I know you say that.
Dang, where did she get that scar from?
What? This is... What is this?
When it comes to the waste system in a human being's body, there's a lot of factors that come into play. The genitalia, for instance, is used to extrude waste from the human body, as well as the kidneys and the bladder. Now, when it comes to that, we have to think about what exactly does a person use in terms of genitalia? Because the kidneys and bladder are the same across both genders. But the difference is between a human boy and a girl. What is the difference between that? I'll have you, we'll find out next time when I'll be right back because I got to go to the bathroom. I just did all that for no reason. I'm sorry. Yo, I gotta say, guys, you know, I just had to go to the bathroom really quickly. Like, you know, like, sexuality is a huge thing right now, you know? And, let me stop burying the lead, okay? I think we already know what's coming up right now, guys. We know what's coming up. We know what's coming up.
What is it? Not possible.
I did have to go to the bathroom, though. That wasn't a lie. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
So I just want to say that sexuality is a very diverse thing. I know I'm not looking at the camera, but that's because I'm trying to hide my my guilt or a little bit. You know, sexuality is a very crazy thing, right? It's a very diverse thing in terms of the media, right? So when it comes to Chihiro, you know I said before that like Chihiro, like I loved her when I first played this game, and honestly, I still love her now, right? But you know, as of this information has came out to us, you know, Chihiro has actually been identified to not be a double X chromosome specimen, but also a XY chromosome specimen. So with that in turn, does that make the Kam gay? Now, I have to really ask this question because we all would probably assume that Kam is gay. Guys, yes, it's true. Okay, Chihiro is a bottom heavy. Bottom heavy is a little much, but Chihiro is a femboy, basically. Now, does that? He said Chihiro is this girl earlier in the stream. Guys, let me just guys. Now let me guys. Let me be honest with you guys, right? When I first found this information out, I went through the Haku effect, right? We already remember Naruto, where Haku was talking to Naruto, and it was like, oh wait, I'm actually a boy, and it was, wait, what? You're a boy? And then there was like other anime where like the guy, the feminine character, the feminine boy character would look like a girl, right? But it would actually be like a boy. This is a very common trope in anime where like there will be, like I said, a feminine boy looks like a girl, right? And I'm going to be perfectly real with you guys. I'm talking about this so much, and honestly, I really do not care if I was attracted to, yes, I was attracted to Haku. Yes, I was attracted to Chihiro. Yes, I think Astafolo looks hot, right? But like, I don't really care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really actually don't care. I know I was just kind of doing it up for like the meme, but I actually really don't care. There was a time when I was like playing this game where I'd be like, guys, I gotta now explain how I don't actually like Chihiro anymore. I thought, you know, cool friend or whatever. But man, geez, man, like I mean, you know, he really threw me for a loop. I am not attracted to that. Guys, I'm going to be perfectly real with you guys. Chihiro is a big part about me being honest with my sexuality. I just hope no one's really listening to this. I don't think anyone is, because this is just my business, and I don't like, it's just on my YouTube channel. I don't really care. I am a straight guy at the end of the day. Like, I do just like girls, but if I see a person that looks like a girl, talks like a girl, sounds like a girl, whatever, I'm gonna still probably be attracted to them if I think they look good in the first place, right? And I'm tired, and honestly, I'm tired of shying away from the fact that I did literally love Chihiro. I wanted to protect him and all this other stuff. And even after this time, every time I refer it, even though I know Chihiro's true gender this entire time, I refer to Chihiro as a she. I even when I'm still talking to myself, or if I'm thinking about Danganronpa, I will probably say that Chihiro was like a girl. Like in my mind, I still refer to them as a girl. Is that right? Nah, probably not. You know, she is a fictional character though. But like at the end of the day, I still found myself attracted to her. And this made me go down like a weird spiral about what sexuality is and what was right to be attracted to and all that other stuff. But I'm gonna bury the lead, guys. If there's someone was like Chihiro in the real life, I don't care. I think I would definitely be attracted to them. Whether or not I get in a relationship, I mean, I've never been in like a real relationship in general. So yeah, I don't really know. At the end of the day, I think I'm probably like there's a couple. I don't know. That's a different story for another day. But I'm definitely attracted to Chihiro. I don't care. You could be a futa, like if it's an anime, like I'm just saying, like if it was a futa girl, I wouldn't care. If it was a girl, if it was a trans girl, I don't care. I'm attracted to femininity. I do not care. I don't know if anyone was ever like actually admitted that, but that's me. That's my sexuality. And I think I've come a long way from this point. And yes, I'm a Christian, all that stuff, but I believe all that stuff. That's just my thing. If anyone wanted to like, have any confidence or have any admission to their sexuality, right? As someone who legitimately had to deny the fact that he was attracted to someone like Chihiro, I will say right now, just be honest, because just be honest with yourself. Just be yourself, be you. And, people can talk crap about you, about whatever you like or whatever, but what you like is what you like, and it doesn't make anything less of you. You don't have to second guess yourself. You might not even fit into the typical whatever people say. A lot of that stuff is just, it's a lot of like white noise, and whatever your personal identification with that stuff is, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. So that's my thing. I'm still attracted to Chihiro, which is crazy because, I made a video last year where I was like, I don't really support the LGBT community. This was, or not last year, it was almost like 2 years ago, actually. I obviously don't really support what I said about that time. I do actually support the LGBT community. I don't care. And it's crazy that I said that because I do have friends and family who are like one of my best friends. She's a lesbian. I have another friend, gay, all the other stuff. I was only saying that because at the time I was like in a weird, like, man, I was like in a weird mode where I thought that like, oh, as a Christian, maybe I shouldn't be saying this stuff just to make people happy or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't have a problem with it. I wouldn't consider myself in that spectrum, but I am attracted to trans people. So whatever, who cares? Girls, whatever, I don't care. Don't go to what the heck? He said Chihiro's this girl. Chihiro's gender is so complicated because of the time the game was released. I haven't seen the game in a while, so I don't even know the answer. Inosuke makes a beautiful girl. Inosuke. I forgot who Inosuke. I feel like I know what you're talking about. But Inosuke is scary. Chihiro is so kawaii. Don't go to Taiwan. Oh, I'm going to Taiwan. I'm just kidding. We all think and agree Chihiro is Ichiban Kawaii Tenchi. What? Yeah, I just wanted to really say that because I think another reason why I think another reason why like some of my other playthroughs have failed for this game is because I wasn't always so truthful, and that was one of the most truthful things I think I've ever said. So hey, this is my Cam sexuality story, whatever, who cares, I will say right now though, one thing I'm not really confused about this, but Chihiro was a boy, but later on in this game, in this trial, we're going to see a little bit more things going on with Chihiro, and Chihiro might not have wanted to be a femboy, so it's kind of weird because I might be referring to them as such, but at the same time, and like, to be honest, like I said, I give him like she, her pronouns, but at the same time, I don't know if they would go by that type of stuff. I'm not too sure. I'm just saying, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Also, you have to go to bed in 8 minutes. Yeah, go on ahead. It's all good. I just hope that you guys enjoyed that. You guys enjoyed all that, to be honest with you. It's a lot of stuff going on. This doesn't really change anything though. Like I still just like, yeah. Anyway, dang those lines. Oh my God, those lines around here. Facts, you don't know their backstories exactly. That's another thing. If you really don't know why a person chose to be who they are and all this other stuff, and you only know like the bare minimum in a lot of cases.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
Why do you say that so slow? Yeah. Thank you for confirming this fact.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Oh my god, her eyes look like All Might's for a second. I just realized that.
It's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Yes.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Oh, shut up.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
This is crazy.
What Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting.
Yeah, so Chihiro is my man. Intelligent men are a type of mind. Oh my god. You know, I guess he is. Yeah.
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
I can't believe we just really went back to the core game just to do all that.
Apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Whoa!
Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding
The
it,
music
but the
just fade
fact
out.
is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Yeah, because if, you know, Chihiro was a boy, how the heck would they have gotten to the girls' locker room? Obviously, it was switched around. See, just realize, Chapter 1 switched around, you know, and Chapter 2 switch around. Like, what's up with the switcheroos?
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro
How did you
really
get
was
that?
killed in the boys' locker room?
How did you get that? How did you get that? What am I trying to say? How did you get that Kyoko emote? And why can't my stream? Oh, it can't actually see it. I'm about to say it can't see it. They can see it.
I still don't understand the
I'm
motive
so
for
loud.
moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Yeah, there was a certain incongruity. Chat, he's talking about the balls.
This is the most titillating situation!
Tit. She said tit.
So now everything has been connected.
Okay, well, connected
This
or
is kind of
clear
I can
or
cut him
whatever.
off.
You still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I
We haven't went over everything.
think he might not actually be the killer after all.
We haven't went over everything, have we? Hold on. We haven't went over everything, right? I mean, we haven't went over the accounts. Yeah, we haven't went over the account or Celeste's account. I mean, we haven't went over those couple of things. We gotta go over everything that we know. Come on.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this.
Bad.
Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
That's a bad Makoto. Don't do that. Just because they seem like they're too easygoing does not mean that they are not the killer, okay? They can still be good at masking their feelings, okay? Alright, but you do not know this, okay? You do not know how to redeem it. You do not know how to redeem it. You don't know what you're doing, Makoto, okay? That could be the killer still, okay? What are you doing?
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct.
Alright, this bitch really needs to stop talking, dude. Like, at this point, he doesn't even have anything to do with the case. Can I just slap him? Knock him out real quick?
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I'm not fucking
No,
with you.
I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
I'm not effing with you.
I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Yeah, who made him the quiz master? Exactly.